Hi everyone, today I'm sharing with you a program that I'm creating for high school musicians. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth and I run the blog lifefromtheviolasection.com where I share my favorite practice tips, general advice, and tech for musicians. So right now I have a private music studio of viola, violin, and piano students, and I also offer college audition and graduate school audition check-ins, which are one-on-one coaching sessions for me to help you in whatever step of the process you are through auditioning or applying for undergrad or grad school as a musician. I know that it's a tough process, so I am here to support you at whatever step you are on. So in addition to my one-on-one offerings, I'm hosting a summer program for high school musicians called College Application and Audition Academy for high school musicians. This is a 3-week-long program live on Zoom. We're going to have sessions twice a week, so 6 sessions in total. And we're going to cover everything you need to know to be prepared to apply for an audition to college as a music student. So if you're a high school musician and you are thinking about applying to music school, you probably have tons of questions like, what's the audition like? How do I find schools? How do I find a good teacher? Do I have to sing in my audition? All of these questions. It can be really scary, and I'm here to help you through the process. I want you to be prepared with as much information as I can give you, and I want you to feel confident heading into your audition. So those are the skills that I will give you in College Application and Audition Academy. I want you to feel so comfortable, and I want there to be next to no questions when we're done, so that you can feel as ready as you can possibly be for the next step of your journey. So if you know that you want to major in music, maybe you don't know what kind of music major, but you know music is what you want to do, then this is going to be really great for you, because I'm going to break down what music career options there are, what majors can give you those options, and how the application process really works, because it really is quite different from regular college applications. So let's go through the weekly breakdown and talk about what each specific section is going to entail. The very first session is a parent information session. So parents should be prepared for the whole process because, like I said, it's quite different from regular college applications. You need to apply to the school. Sometimes there's a separate application for the music school, and then you have to audition at each school. And pre-COVID, that requires a lot of traveling. And this past year, it was a lot of virtual online auditions, but I anticipate that there's going to be a lot of travel again next year for college auditions. So it's something to be prepared for, and I'll also talk about music career options, what different schools are like, and the curriculum offered, and just how you can best support your music student. The second session of the first week is getting started for students, and we'll talk about how music school is like Hogwarts, which is really exciting. So I'm going to give an overview of what music majors and music career options are available and how you can kind of figure out the path to what exactly you want to do. And we can narrow down what you do and don't like and what you are and are not interested in, because these are important things to know and important things to really solidify as you do the process. And of course, you're able to switch majors or transfer schools if you need to after you get in, down the road. But we want to be as efficient as we can. So we're going to talk about career options, school options, and we'll talk about when and how to research schools and when to get started. The first session of the second week will be all about how to find your ideal teacher. So when you're a music student, you typically have one weekly hour-long lesson with your private teacher. So for me, with my viola teacher, or if you're a violinist, with a violin teacher. This teacher is going to be very influential for you for your 4 years or however long you are in music school for. So it's very important to find a teacher that you really connect with and can teach to your learning style and your personality. It's very important that the two of you get along. And depending on your major, if you're business or technology, sometimes lessons aren't required, sometimes auditions aren't required. We'll talk about all of that. But if you're going to require lessons through the 4 years or however many years, then finding a teacher that you're really compatible with is very important. So we'll talk about researching teachers, contacting teachers, and getting trial lessons with teachers. And if they're free, if they cost money, it's all different. So we will talk about all the different options. The second session of week 2 is all about audition repertoire. So every school has different audition requirements. So that means that you might have to learn different pieces for different schools. So we'll talk about how to narrow down your list of schools based on the repertoire that they'd like you to play, so that you can pick just a few pieces and you'll be good for all of the auditions. And sometimes it's not that clean and neat and organized, but we'll try to find a way to make it work. So this is a very individual and unique thing, and I will work individually with each student to make sure that they can choose repertoire that they are comfortable with and that they feel that they can learn in time for the auditions. So in addition to that, we'll also talk about when to start learning the repertoire and how to plan out your practice so that you're ready to go by the audition dates. The first session of week 3, which is the final week, is all about auditions and interviews and how to have a good, healthy mindset for these to set you up for success. So I'm going to share all of my best kept secrets for auditions and interviews and how you can really nail those and feel confident heading into those, because that's really the biggest part of your music school applications is the audition, because the teacher is going to see what you play like, and in some auditions teachers will work with you and others they won't. So if they do work with you, they want to see how you will respond to their insights and their suggestions, and it's really a hands-on meeting time for them to get to know you and see if you're a good fit for their program. Also, at many auditions you might have to take a theory test or demonstrate your ear training skills. It's all over the place for each school, but we will talk about how to prepare for that and how to feel comfortable heading into those, because I know those are skills that you might not use very often prior to college, but we do those kinds of things in music school all the time. So we'll talk about getting comfortable with all of that. So we will talk about all things college auditions so that you know what to expect heading into those, because that is probably the scariest part of the whole process, is just going into that audition. So I will make sure that you are comfortable and ready to go there. And the very final session is wrapping everything together, talking about being a well-rounded musician, and we will cover any questions that might come up through the process so that you feel comfortable and ready for your applications and auditions. So this program is everything I wish that I knew heading into conservatory. So going from public high school to conservatory was like an exciting shock, because I was used to having like my core subjects every day, like English, math, all of that. And then suddenly I'm doing music all day, every day, which is exactly what I wanted. It was like a whole dream, but it was a big step. And I know college is a big step for everyone, but really diving into the music world can be really scary. So I want to create a nice bridge for high school musicians to feel comfortable going from public high school to music school or conservatory, the school that they choose. So as always, I want to be a resource for as many musicians as I can. So if you sign up for the program by the end of June, so June 30th, you will receive a free one-on-one college audition check-in with me. So you can redeem this whenever you want. If you want to do it next week, if you want to book it during the program or like next year, that's totally okay. I'm here to help you through every step of the process. So I want to help you individually feel comfortable with your college applications and auditions. So if you sign up early by June 30th, you will get a free session with me, which is super exciting, and I would love to help you out. If you can't make any of the sessions live, that is okay. I totally understand. Musicians are super busy. So each session will be recorded live and put into the program on my website. So you will have access to it. It'll be a private video. No one else will be able to see it. So you can rewatch this even if you made it live, just to, let everything sink in. We will also have worksheets and other materials that I will upload to the website. So there will be like a nice little hub of a group on my website for you to get all of the materials, and you will feel nice and comfortable and confident. Even if you miss a session, you can watch, and you are always welcome to email me with questions, contact anyone in the group. We are all here for you. So you can head over to my website, elizabethknopp.com, to view all of the details about College Application and Audition Academy. The link will be down in the description box, so you don't have to type anything in, just click on it and you're good to go. So you can sign up there. There is a payment plan if that would make you more comfortable. You can pay over a longer period of time. I would love to have you there, and I would love to help you feel comfortable on your journey to music school. Please let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to leave a comment down below, DM me on Instagram. I'm at Life from the Viola section, and I would love to help you feel confident heading into college auditions. There's going to be so much valuable information provided in this program, and I really, really hope you'll be able to make it. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more musical content. I post videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.